Welcome to another video. In this one we're gonna carry on building the engine up, cam belt, all that stuff, putting all the accessories on, etc. I know, so I won't going to cover this side much, but just to show how much cleaner this side is. It's always the same on these. Use these. The camshaft's out, so as you can see, this head. It's much cleaner than the other side. Much cleaner. Like I said, it's always the same on one use these. Okay, so that's both heads done now. I gave the valley a little bit of paint as well, just to make it look a bit better. So that's it, back together now. I've given it a little bit of a tart up with the paint as well. Yeah, obviously I've got the other cam belt, all the accessories and all that, but getting there, looking good. Okay, now normally on these you've got two knock sensors, one goes just there and one goes just there. My knock solution unfortunately only got one channel, so what I intend to do, I'm going to put this adapter, girdle, whatever you want to call it. I just quickly made it up. I know it's not the prettiest shape, but it doesn't matter because it's all going to be hidden anyway. So I quickly knock that up out of stainless steel. I'm going to drill a hole there and a hole there, and I'll mount my single knock sensor right there in the centre. And that way it should detect knock from either bank. On my other engine I was actually running it, I know it's terrible I placed, but I was running it off the top of the water bridge, so it worked actually. It did actually work pretty well because I verified that with a set of deck cans. But yeah, this should work a lot better because he's listening directly to the block in the same place the OE sensors were. It should travel across there because they're essentially knock sensors are essentially just microphones. So that with a single knock sensor in the middle with it bolted onto that either side, that should pick up pretty well. Okay, so that's that on there now. I know it's not the prettiest. It sits at a bit of an angle, but obviously you're not going to see it underneath the underneath all the intake. I'm going to do the job. It should just about carry the starter motor as well. Yeah, I'll put my deck cans on the top of that sensor and tap the block just to make sure it's going to pick up right, and yeah, picks up fine, so I think that's going to work. Got a little helper right here today with me, haven't I? It's Bailey. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. What you got? Okay, I've put the cam belt pulleys back on. I'll be doing the cam belt after I've done that. Leaking core plug there, so yeah, I'll change that. What I wanted to do is run it completely clean without any of these on, these housings, because I like a sort of a clean minimalist look. Unfortunately I need to run these housings because I need at least one of the cam sensors, because of the way the trigger pattern works. I could get a different trigger wheel for that, but then I'd have to set all the ECU up again and it's a pain in the ass. But I don't think they look too bad. I mean, like I said, I'd like to run it without even those, so it's just the pulleys, because I like the minimalist look, but it doesn't look too bad with those housings on there. So anybody who knows these engines, there's a backing plate on the back that's got the timing marks on. What I did, I put another little mark on the front there, so that's how I'm going to be able to time them up, because normally the timing marks on the back plates, but I want to leave them off to keep it looking a bit clean. I'm using these Toyota Yaris coil packs. They pretty much drop straight in. What we have to do, you have to grind down. There's like a little nub on the bottom. You need to sand that down. Yeah, it's hard to see. The camera's not picking it up well, but yeah, you sand that down, sand that down, and they pretty much drop straight in. the bolt holes even line up with, well, they line up with 1, 2, 3 of them. The only one that doesn't line up is the front one. But what I do with that, I didn't sand it off quite so much, so it's more of a snug fit. But yeah, they fit in there really well and they work really well. Okay, so that's the cam belt and the auxiliary pulleys installed. Yeah, like I said, the intake, I'm not going to do that until it's in there, because I've got to put the starter motor in first, which I've got to take off the other engine. So that is it. That's how it's going to go in, just like that. So yeah, the next part will be removing the long block that's still in the truck now, taking the bits and bobs off of that, like the flywheel, etc. I'm going to put that on here, starter motor. Yeah, so then I'll drop it in and put the intake on with the rest of the stuff, and yeah, we'll be away. Okay, today I'm going to be taking this long block out. Like I said in the previous video, I'm going to cut this slant panel right off completely, and then weld it back in after, just so it's easier to take the engine out and put the new one in, because my crappy eBay Chinese crane doesn't actually go very high. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to tidy a few things up as well when the engine's out, and yeah. Okay, that's all cut out now. I didn't film it because it's not particularly exciting, but yeah, as you can see, that's going to make it a hell of a lot easier to get the engine out and in. I'll just weld that back in after. So that's it out. To be honest, what I'd like to do is tidy this engine bay right up, but I really need to get this back on the road. So I'm going to tidy it up to an extent. What I want to do is move all that wiring loom, tidy it all right up, move that fuse box, and possibly over to this side, and then I'd like to move the turbo back and put it somewhere around here, and then go straight out, 4-inch straight out through the wing. I don't think that's going to happen now though, not this time. I know it's ideal time to do it whilst the engine's out, but like I said, I've really got to get this back on the road. So honestly, I think it's going to be a quick tidy up. As it is, tidy up what I can, and then put the new engine in. It's not that difficult to take the turbo manifold off on this side. Anyway, there's quite a lot of room, so I can always take that off at a later date when the weather's better in the summer, and move all the fuse box and that there. I think that's what I'll do. So now on this engine, I'm going to remove the starter motor, manifold, engine mounts, which are just under there. Obviously that manifold too, and then that's it. This engine, like I say, what I'll do with this one is completely strip it all down and see what's up with it. I've got a feeling there's just pieces of the old pump floating around the oilways. It's a thick rod engine, the rods, pistons, all that are good anyway, so I can salvage them, worst case scenario. But I still think it'd be okay with a strip down and clean out. So yeah, got to take that off, and obviously I've got to take the adapter and flex plate off. That's a flywheel adapter there. Yeah, I'll do that now. wrap this video up today because it's fucking freezing today. So there ain't a lot more I can do anyway until next week. I'm gonna get the engine in next weekend because I've got to order a few little bits and pieces. So yeah, after that's done and all that stuff arrives, I'll get it in next weekend. So yeah, that's it for this video. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you next time.